Before starting this video, if you are interested in making money from your phone, do not forget to use my promo code on the OnesBet platform that appears on the screen, which will give you several bonuses on your first deposit. And also do not forget to subscribe to the Telegram channel to predict matches, the link to which you will find in the comments only. All you have to do is subscribe to our Telegram channel and use my promo code, and welcome to the real world. Last season, it may well have been the FA Cup that kept Erik ten Hag in the Old Trafford hot seat. However, this term, there may not be a lot of saving him. Manchester United look as toothless as they ever have done during the Dutchman's tenure, and after 3 games, things are not getting any easier. United defeated Fulham on the opening day of the new Premier League campaign, but they have now suffered back-to-back defeats to Brighton and Liverpool. Yes, they were tough fixtures, but the performance in both games has left plenty to be desired. Against the Seagulls, their lack of defensive organization was bewildering as they left João Pedro unmarked at the back post to score late on. We all know what Liverpool's attack can do, but those in red did not help themselves one bit on Sunday evening. It was a really poor performance as they slipped to a 3-0 defeat. Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah downing Ten Hag's men, who ended up looking rather sorry for themselves at full time. However, can we really argue with the manner of defeat when a certain Casemiro continues to be picked? Casemiro's performance in numbers. Last season, the Brazilian was a shadow of his former self. Often forced to play at center half, he was never convincing in that role. That said, you can slightly forgive him when playing out of position. It was the former Real Madrid man's displays in midfield that were most worrying. So bad were the performances that Jamie Carragher pointed out that he should be departing the club during the transfer window, telling him to head to Saudi Arabia. Monute de Casemiro de Ligt. Well, that move did not happen, and United are still paying for Casemiro's dreadful performances. Against Liverpool, he was comfortably the worst player on the pitch, and it was hardly a surprise to see him dragged off at halftime. Ten Hag had seen enough as he put on academy graduate Toby Collier instead. Why? Well, the Brazil international was at fault for both goals in the opening 45 minutes. He gave away possession for the first and was then caught on the ball for the second. It was nicked away from him, and before you knew it, Diaz had the ball in the United net. Men's Samuel Luckhurst certainly didn't mince his words in his post-match comments, handing the veteran a 1-10 rating while suggesting it was one of the worst first-half performances by a United player at Old Trafford. After the arrival of Manuel Ugarte, that quite frankly should be that as far as his days as a regular starter are concerned. Casemiro wasn't the only poor performer, far from it. Joshua Zirkzee's performance in numbers. This was a proud day for summer signing Joshua Zirkzee. After scoring a late winner on debut, he had to wait until the clash with Liverpool to earn his first start for the club. Did he deliver? Not really, no. The aforementioned Luckhurst handed him a 4 out of 10 rating, writing that he was completely out of kilter in the first half and might have come off had Casemiro not had to come off. Damning indeed. Truth be told, the striker never really got into the game and eventually vacated the field on 86 minutes, having had just 33 touches, 22 fewer than goalkeeper Andre Onana and 12 fewer than Casemiro. What was most concerning, however, was the quality of finishing on display from the young attacker. He had one notable chance in the second half where he should have buried a header. In all, this was a torrid afternoon for the Red Devils, and they will have to go back to the drawing board. Does Zirkzee keep his place? United have tried Bruno Fernandes in a false 9 position this term, but it just hasn't worked. That's not to say it wouldn't work with a more dynamic forward player in that role, though. Anyone for Amad Diallo?